They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Tyler's pass to kick off for Buffalo.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Here to his running back. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Jets 0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Gain of 5. Brings up 6.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
14.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And the Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And take it right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught at the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, They get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Allen now on first down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Four yards remain for second down.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Eddie Goldman.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Try and run forward with Sanders. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
21-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The kick by Bass is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. To throw, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 83, incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
The pass.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
By the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Give him 16 yards on the play. And the Bills will move the chains.
First down, Buffalo.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught.
And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
On the play. Brings up third down.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. He's going to have the first down past the 20.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That good for 19 and a first down.
19 yards. First down, Bills.
Here's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Second and 11 now. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
He'll take it at the 42, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The tackle made by...
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got this one down to the 10.
The wide receiver.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be getting a whole lot of credit to the running game in the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Jets' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Buffalo, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.